Stitcher. I'm back for another weekly Flosstube update. I apologize for lighting. It's looking really warm on my end, but it is, I call it snow sky. But it is so gray. It's just gray and cold outside. There's no natural light coming in whatsoever, so it's kind of giving a warm cast, but it's okay. You'll get the gist of what I'm showing. I am not looking the greatest. We have had the flu all weekend. Not me, but 2 of my kids have had the flu. They are home from school today. They're down banished to the basement because I'm trying to keep them away from my 4-year-old. I really don't want her to get the flu, and I just sent her off to school. She's totally fine. I can feel something coming upon me though. I am super, super tired and my throat is doing something. It's doing something. Something's happening to me. And I feel like I look super just pale. Pale. So, pale's not unusual as a look for me, but it's got a gray tinge now. I think I'm getting sick. So I wanted to film this video and show you all my things before the sickness comes upon me. So I have no finishes. I have 2 new starts and two whips, and then I do have some fun haul. So we'll show this whip first. I did have a new start. I showed this in my last video that I wanted to start it for Veterans Day, which was Tuesday last week. And that is Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. This chart is absolutely beautiful. Several people have recently finished it, and I've wanted to start it for a while, but get scared because it's a Teresa Kogut. I love her charts, and they scare me at the same time. So I ended up going with, I know I had 2 fabric choices in my last video, and I ended up going with 40 count Steinbeck from Needle and Flax. I started at the bottom border, and this, so my margin is kind of small because I wanted it to fit on a 1/4. I think that will still, this is as far as over as it goes. And I think since I do I do my framing myself, that's enough for me to do framing. And I even have more over here, more space over here a bit. Well, it's about the same. So margins are a bit tighter than I normally do, but since I'm framing it myself, it'll be okay. I can make it work. I did make it all the way across the bottom because I wanted to make sure everything would be okay. And just this is a double border, so there's 2 rows of stitching. Just doing this bottom border and this partial flower and this little doodad and start of this pot took me 2 days. It just took me a while, and it's okay. The colors are beautiful. I am using, I did not have blue corn. I can't remember who makes blue corn, but I didn't have it. So I'm subbing a Classic Colorworks for this dark blue, and it's supposed to be here as a stem on this flower. And I just wasn't sure if I was going to continue on with this substitute or if I was going to wait until I go to the attic in a couple of weeks and then just grab a couple of blue corn while I'm there. So I left it off here just as it in case. But yeah, I'm glad to have finally got this chart started. My favorite part of this whole chart is this American flag up in the corner that looks like it's blowing in the wind, and this middle row of strawberries. I just love the strawberries so much. My eye goes straight to them every time. I don't know what it is about them. I just really love them. So there is my start on Land That I Love. I'm trying to think of what I watched on TV while I stitched this. I really don't remember. I know I watched one of my favorite war movies, but I cannot remember what it is. So there's that. Okay, we're not gonna mess with all that. And then the rest are all hands across the sea. I just was really in a hands across the sea mode, really in the mood to stitch one. So one of the projects I worked on was Jessie Challenor 1904. I'm stitching the muted colorway. My big old board out. Oh, I forgot I left a hanging thread on this too. It's like I just was done. Didn't want to finish out this thread. It's okay. I'm stitching this on 40 count Dust Bunny from Fox and Rabbit. And here is what it looks like right now. So I extended this bottom border to here and then quit. I finished out the last name Challenor, and it's very ghosty on my fabric, but it's not bothering me. I think it's okay. I added this heart motif and this whole basket. I have not added the berries to the bowl. I did this little doggy, and then I started on this big massive pot that is in the very center of the chart right there. It is a lot of stitching this pot. So I was like, I'm just gonna outline it, make sure I have my margins right, and then once I get the gray stripes in it, the rest is just filling of like the gold color, and it should be easier once it's all outlined. So that is what I got done on Jessie. I only stitched, I think, one evening on her. And this is why, I will show you why, my next project that I'm very, very, very excited about. So a few weeks ago, I was lamenting to a couple of Stitchy friends about how I wished there was a Christmas Hands Across the Sea. I truly was just sad that there wasn't one. And you'll see in my haul, I was trying to fill that void of wishing there was a Christmas hats chart. And so I was stitching on Jessie the night before, and the next morning I was just being lazy in bed before having to get up with kids, and I saw that Nicola had released a Christmas a Christmas Hands Across the Sea chart. I have never purchased something so fast in my life. I was beyond thrilled to see this. I didn't even buy the paper book because I was like, nope. This is getting started today. So I bought the PDF, and that is Threads of Christmas Past, stitched by MB in 1914. It is everything I wanted for a Christmas hats sampler. It is perfection. I mean, stunning. And I was just like, the stitching gods were listening to me when I was complaining there was no Christmas hats chart. I'm not even going to take this off of the hoop for you because I'm going to be right away going downstairs after I give some sick children more toast for lunch and sitting down and stitching more on this because I'm completely addicted and obsessed, and I have no desire to leave it or set it aside or get it off the hoop right now. So this is my start. Oh shoot, I just realized I forgot to bring the threads up. Okay, so this is my start on it. The border is gorgeous. It's like double layered green with the red checked through it. And then I've got the full width done, which is really exciting. This is being stitched. I'm using 46 count old sheep from, no, I'm a liar. This is 46 count light hazelnut from XG Design. Light hazelnut. I am using the called for red, which is, oh, my iPad is about to die. Yikes. I am using the called for red, which is SWA 103664. When I pulled the green, which is 325, when I pulled the green, it is very, I think I have it right here actually. It's right here. See that kind of lime colored green? It just was feeling very neon to me. I wanted more of kind of a vintage Christmas vibe for this. So I went through my very, very small, very limited 103 stash, and I found a green from Ann Morrison that I had left over from finishing that chart, which is SWA 103707. So I subbed 707, which is just kind of a darker, duller green to give it this look that I'm just in love with. It's very Victorian. I don't know. It gives me vintage Christmas vibes. And I just really, really, really love it. And I'm very excited to keep going on this. It's like one of those very soothing stitches. It's just, it's easy letters. It's easy borders. I have an eye twitch. Sorry if you can see that. It's bugging me. And just, it's just letters. So it just feels smooth and easy. And anyways, I'm so excited that this was released. I'm definitely going to keep going on it. I love it so much. Thank you, Nicola, for reading my mind, for hearing all my complaints to my friends. Okay, and the last whip I worked on, I actually only have the PDF for this one as well. Hurry and show you before my iPad dies. Elizabeth Dinsdale. I stitched on this one a bit. Oh, I need my board. This one was giving me real trouble. I don't know what my problem was. I just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake until I was close to throwing it into a fire. I didn't. Instead, I put it away, but this is what I have gotten done on this chart. I focused on the house here. I got the grass outlined and in. I got the door outlined and the house outlined. For some reason, this roof, I stitched and restitched this roof twice, and I still miscounted on the chimneys. So my roof is one side too long, and the chimneys are too short. And you know what? I don't care. Because then I came down here and I did the door, and I miscounted on the door. So therefore, the window I put in right here was off. And it's all like there's lots of windows and they're very skinny, and there's not very much stitching between each window. So you can't hide an error in the windows. So I unpicked the window, unpicked the door, did the window again. Realized I had counted off the old spot where the window was to do the window. So I had to unpick the window again. Realized, no, I had it right the first time. Restitched it. No, it was still wrong. Unstitched it. You guys, I stitched and unstitched that window 3 times. And so I unpicked it. I picked it out and I threw it on the floor. And it's safely back in its bag now, but oh my gosh, really gave me trouble. She did. So she's in timeout right now. So I don't want to look at her face. And that is all of the stitching I did over the last week. I did not do any other type of crafting. because we had a very busy weekend. So, I need a drink. I will show you my very fun haul. This is haul that was purchased while my poor husband was working out of town for a week and a half because my little brain needed an outlet one day. And it came out in the form of Hobby House's 20% off site-wide sale that they were doing. And I took advantage of that 20% off because I feel like it doesn't happen too often. And I kitted up and purchased a few charts and silks that I had been wanting. The first chart that I purchased, and this is where the Christmas Hands Across the Sea desire was coming into play here, was Polly Gay 1894. Okay, so when I see this one stitched, I think, oh my gosh, it's very Christmassy because the top is all red and green. And then you keep going, whoop, and it's like, there's kind of weird colors in here that aren't very Christmassy kind of added in, but overall kind of Christmassy, right? So this is what I was going to start to satisfy my Christmas stitching desires. So while I was waiting for this to come in the mail, then the lovely Nicola released the actual Christmas sampler. So I still would like to stitch this for Christmas. I don't know if I'll start it this year or next year. I'm not sure because I really do love her. And I did get all of the, this has a Hoop and Frame sticker on it. I did not get these from Hoop and Frame. I'm just using their little bag. I did get all of the silks for her. Let me throw them all over the place. From Hobby House. And they're beautiful. So I would still like to start her. I even pulled a fabric that was the perfect size cut and the color that I was going for. And what's even better about it is I had a little bit of stitching on it. Sorry, I'm having like a frog in my throat issue. I had a little bit of stitching on this fabric. I had started a project on it with cottons and I hated how tight it was. This dye lot, I'm not sure what's going on with this fabric. It just is very tight to me. With cottons, I was not enjoying it. So I thought I'll use it with 103s because then it would be perfect. And so that fabric is Eureka, 40 count Eureka from Fox and Rabbit. I just think this color is perfect for all these beautiful silks. So this is 100% ready to go. I already had, see there's the little bit of stitching. So I have it's all cut to size, serged, perfect, ready to go. So this is a possible to start this year still because everything's ready and I'm staring at it and I like it. Okay, so another thing that I bought and kitted up, this was an Audrey Stitch bead influence. She just recently finished Emma and Martin Noah Hubbard, and they're the cutest, tiniest little things she's gonna have finished as pillows together, and I think they'd be really cute to be finished together and displayed. So I got the chart and I got their two, they only call for 2 colors, which is great. So I have those ready to go. And then I also got Mary Ann Fitzgibbon, which was a newer release. Wasn't it an exclusive? I'm not sure. For some reason, I feel like you can only buy this through Hobby House right now. But it could be wrong. It doesn't say anywhere on the chart. But Mary Ann Fitzgibbon, it's an Irish sampler. I like the 2 little doggies after her name. All the color changes will be kind of interesting, but the colors are just so fun. So I did get that chart. I didn't kit that one. I also got this chart, another red sampler. This was a release earlier this year, Orphan Annie from Cross Stitch Antiques. She stitches the model on 46 count baby sheep from X June, which is quite yellow, with a 103 silk. 664. I think that's what I'm using for my Christmas sampler. But I saw this stitched online and I loved these berry. I love the outside border, but I loved these berry borders and then this leaf one in the middle. So pretty. I bought that one to add to my red sampler collection. And then I also bought the new release from Hands Across the Sea, which is Emma Wright, 1904. This was available to Swindon attendees to buy in person, and then she released it onto her website and to Hobby House quite soon after that retreat. And it's just so sweet and pretty with all the wildflowers. I love it. So I did get most of these silks for her, but they were out of some of the colors I need. I think I need 4 more colors. But look how fun. These are so bright and delicious. So I did get that one partially kitted up. And then this, I did buy another chart. Maybe I can show you which one I'm talking about. I did buy another chart in my Hobby House order, but by the time they shipped it, or they went to ship, it had gone out of stock on their website. So let's see if I can just find it really quick. So I'll probably end up buying the PDF download of this one. But this was a release. God, when did she release this one? A few years ago? 2023. And that is Multiply Kindness. I love, love, love those 2 borders. They are incredible. And I think this was one that Nicola designed herself. So I will be getting the PDF of this one. But I bought the silk pack off of Hoop and Frame for this one. Look at those colors. I sent a picture of it to multiple people. Like, look at the candy. Look at the delicious candy. That one kills me. And that purple. That's so pretty. So I have all the silks for Multiply Kindness. Just need to get the PDF. And then a sweet friend, Debbie, sent me a very sweet card and this Christmas chart in the mail. She had an extra, and so she sent it off to me, and my kids were telling me which ones were their favorites. I think my favorite is the little reindeer. Really, really cute, from the Tiny Modernist. And then in my last video, I had shown some 56 count fabrics that I had gotten, and one of those fabrics was a small piece of creme brulee that was supposed to be creme brulee subdued, and it was not, and I hated the fabric. And a couple people suggested in my comments to wash it in warm water with a little bit of Dawn dish soap, and I did, and I wanted to show you guys how perfect it turned out. So I don't know if you remember from my last video how atrocious this piece of fabric looked, but this is a million, billion, fafillion times better than what it was in that video. I'm so happy with it. I will absolutely use it now. I think it'd be perfect for a red sampler. Like, you can see kind of a little bit of that weird streaking, like sunburst action that was going on, but it's very, very muted and even gone in some places. You should have seen the water, the little bucket of water that I was dumping down the sink after I was soaking this and washing it a bit in it. It was so dark brown. It looked like coffee almost. That's how much dye was pulled out of this fabric, and it still looks like this. I thought that was insane. Oh, okay, so that is all of my haul and everything I stitched. So plans, I'm going to absolutely keep going on my Christmas sampler. I would like to stitch another one of my Christmas projects. They're all the way back there, or I would go grab one. I have 3. I don't even know. 2 or 3. I have 2 or 3, probably 3 Christmas whips, and 1 or 2 have not been touched yet. So I would like to stitch on another one of those while I'm in the Christmas stitching mood, but I'm still in like sampler mood. I want to stitch on samplers as well. So we will see. I am leaving in a few weeks to go to the attic, and so I don't want to start too many things because I know for sure I'll be starting something that weekend. Polly Gay might get started. We'll see. But I'm having a lot of fun with my stitching right now. So I don't really have a ton of plans. It's Thanksgiving next week, so maybe I'll stitch on something fall theme, but probably not. I'm pretty much over fall stitching. So we'll see. So I'll do a little bit of life. Let's see, since the last time I saw you, I kind of don't really remember the week because it was very focused on wedding preparations for my sister-in-law. Friday evening, we all went down to the wedding venue and helped do some rehearsal and prep and setting up tables, and I was part of the lineup of bridesmaids, so we had to practice, you know, where we're walking in and timings and everything. And so that went a little later into the evening, and then the next day we had to be at the venue about an hour or and a half early to do pictures with the bride getting dressed, getting ready. So we got there and we did that, and my son was not feeling great. He was like just tired, and he was warm. So I made sure to bring a medical kit, which was a Ziploc bag of Tylenol, and the little cup to pour it in, because I just had a feeling. And so we get there, and I had found out that my other sister-in-law had a few kids that were same deal, and some of the groom's nieces and nephews hadn't even come because they were violently ill the whole night before. So I was like, great, something is spreading like wildfire among the wedding party. And so it was just, he was getting steadily worse and worse. He was shivering, he was cold, he was just crying, he was miserable. But I knew he had to stay to do family pictures, and then we would just take him to my mother-in-law's house, which was just a minute down the road from the venue. So we did the wedding. It was beautiful. I cried. I knew I would. My two girls were some of the flower girls, and so I started crying watching them be flower girls. And then my sister-in-law was beautiful coming down the aisle, and that's when I cried too. Weddings, they make me cry. It was beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Everything was great. We did the luncheon after, which was really good. And then we had pictures, and the weather just really cooperated. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. It was almost 60, no wind, sun. All the pictures were outside. It was perfect. But there was a lot of sick little kids. We were trying to get through pictures as quick as we could because they were all just shivering and crying and miserable. Poor things. Axel spent a lot of time in our car because he said it was warm, and he had his Nintendo, and he had water and a roll, and he just didn't want to eat, he just was miserable, the poor guy. So after pictures, we ran some of our sick kids. We ran all of our kids back to my mother-in-law's house, and my sister-in-law's kids are teenagers, so they were watching the little ones for us because we had to go back to the venue and prep it for reception. Get all the food out, the tables moved again, and zhuzh up the bride again, because you know your hair gets flat and everything throughout doing all of that. So the kids stayed at my mother-in-law's house for a while when this reception got started, and you know how receptions at weddings go. It's just like lots of in and out, revolving door, talking to people. And we're like, okay, we're going to go get all the kids, bring them back for the reception for a little bit to see, you know, more family. And my poor son was just purely miserable, the poor guy. So we didn't stay too much longer after the reception. I felt bad we couldn't stay and help clean up, but he had to get home. So we went home an hour or so before the reception ended, and he had 104 almost fever, and he was, well, we medicined him up and threw him in bed, and he was asleep in a minute by the time we got home. And then yesterday morning, my daughter woke up very sick too. So both of them were purely miserable all day yesterday, very, very sick, very high fevers, throwing up, the works, some kind of flu. So they are home from school today. No fevers today, no vomiting today. So that is great news. But obviously we'll be missing dance tonight too. Oh, and I can feel it coming for me. I can feel it. I don't want it. So anyways, life is trying to just survive right now. And I do work this weekend. So I'm like, of course, I'm going to get ill before I have to go to work. My one weekend this month. It's great. It's great. Okay, so I have watched a few shows I would love to mention. Netflix has gotten the movie Frankenstein, which has Jacob Elordi and Oscar Isaac and Mia Goth. And I wasn't like, oh, I'm so excited to watch this. I have this weird frog thing happening in my throat. But several people were like, you have to watch it. It's so good. So we watched it. And it was so good. It was so good. I'm not a huge Jacob Elordi like stan. He's all right. He's super tall. Great for Frankenstein, I guess. I love Oscar Isaac and Mia Goth though. And the movie was fantastic. It was very, I don't even know how to explain it. It gave me weird dreams. I will say this. After I watched it, I had really, really weird dreams that kept waking me up all night long. And I think it was because it just was so creepy, but in the sense, like, it wasn't scary, but it was like creepy in the sense of like, I feel like this could really be like something that really happens. Like, it felt too real, too realistic. Like this could be something that happens in real life. We could really do this. And that's the part of it that gave me like weird dreams, because it was too realistic. I don't know. And it was sad. It was a bit sad. It had a good ending though. I really, really enjoyed it. I think it'll be one of those movies I want to watch every September, October when I'm watching, you know, those vibes of movies. So I highly recommend that you watch. It was well worth the watch. And then we watched a new series, a limited series on Netflix called Death by Lightning. It is based on the very short presidency of James Garfield. He was president shortly after the Civil War. So early 1800s. And I didn't know anything about this president. I didn't realize his presidency was like less than 150 days. But it was really interesting and I thought it was good. It had Nick Offerman. And I don't know the guy who played James Garfield, and I didn't know any of the women in it. I just recognized Nick Offerman in it. It was really good. It was very interesting. It did kind of drag a little bit, but it was sad. Oh, Matthew McFadden. He's the protagonist. Right? Is that how that goes? I'm probably saying that wrong. My brain is getting foggier. Matthew McFadden. I love him. So, but it was really good. It was really interesting. And I just kept wondering, like, that must have been such a tumultuous time for the United States, like post Civil War, like an internal war. Like, it just would be so really strange to move forward after that. Then we watched last night Jurassic World Rebirth. It's the newest one with Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey. Duh. It was good. It was like every other Jurassic World movie. It's set like 20 years after the events of Jurassic World. Is that what the first one's called? Jurassic World with Chris Pratt. It's set 20 years after those events. So it's like all those dinosaurs from that time, but also like not long after those events, they were doing like mutations on the dinosaurs. So it was like 17 years after all the weird mutation experiments. And so they went back to the islands to get blood from the biggest dinosaurs to like cure heart disease or something. And the dinosaurs were all like mutated, like mutants and weird, and it was good. I mean, it's a Jurassic World movie. It was entertaining. The kids liked it. It was entertaining. It was, some of the dinosaurs were, you know, creepy looking, and then there were some cute ones. You know, it was fine. Will I watch it again? No. But I love Jonathan Bailey, so we watched it. I watched it mainly for him, and I hated his accent in it. I did not care for his American accent in it at all. But it was an entertaining watch. And then The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives premiered on Hulu Wednesday night, and so I didn't watch it until Thursday. I'm still watching it. I still have a few episodes to get through. I feel like I can only manage like 2, maximum 3 episodes at a time, because these girls, they're so dumb. I cannot. Their drama is so middle school. It's so middle school. And some of the things they say, it's like mom talk. How will mom talk ever survive this? I don't think mom talk can survive this. It's mom talk. And it makes me want to punch people. And now there's dad talk. Now we have to deal with dad talk. And these husbands would never get involved in this level of drama, okay? I know it's because they're all getting paid, right? But like, it makes me just be like, no, your husbands would not actually normally care about this in real life, but they have to look like they care for this show. These girls, I am missing Whitney in this season. I'm missing her a lot. She was just so strange and weird, and she brought all the drama, and I loved it. I wanted the drama. I want more drama. And now this drama storyline that they're just beating to death is Jesse and Marciano's affair. They keep calling it affair, and I'm like, okay, like emotional affair, absolutely. Like 2 kisses as an affair, a full-on affair, and cheating, I don't know. So it's like, I don't know. I'm Marciano, I don't like him. I know he's only coming over here from Vanderpump because he wants that bag and he loves the attention and the whatever. And they're beating this storyline to death, and I'm over it. Bring Whitney back. Bring her back. I want her in. And everybody's pregnant. Everyone on the show is pregnant. And it's just, you know, it's trash TV, and we watch it because it's so ridiculous. And I'll keep watching it because it's so ridiculous. I have to catch up on Housewives of Salt Lake too. I think I have a new episode I need to watch. But yeah, so if you're watching that, let me know what you're thinking about these drama lines, these drama storylines we've got right now. We don't have enough Taylor. I like Taylor, and there's been like nothing of her. She went to therapy. Okay, so now she's like healed and normal. Like, no, I want deranged, unhinged Taylor. So there's that. There's been a lot of Layla this season too, and I think something's going on with her. But it's entertaining nonetheless. So let me know in the comments what you're thinking of this season so far. So that is really all I have to show today. I'm going to go feed some more sick kids, some more toast, I should say, and try to stitch a little bit today. So I will see you in my next video. Have a great weekend, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.